Every year, thousands of students take AP classes hoping to get that sweet college credit. But here's the thing, not all APs give the same amount of credit. Some will save you thousands of dollars in a full semester of work, but others, well, they'll look great on your transcript, but they won't really get you that credit that you're probably looking for. So today, I'm going to break down the AP classes that are actually worth taking if you're just looking for that sweet credit. But before we talk about AP classes and AP credit, it's important to know if your college is even going to accept that AP credit. Every school is different. Some give credit for getting a 3, some give credit for getting a 5, and some won't even give you credit for a specific course. Go to Google and type in your college name and then like AP credit chart, and find the official college page. Now look at this chart and you'll see a bunch of AP exams listed and then the minimum score that you need to get credit from that AP score. So for example, at the Georgia Institute of Technology, if you get a 4 in AP Calculus BC, you're going to get full calculus credit. While if you get a 5 in AP Human Geo, you're just going to get an elective credit. So it definitely pays to check early if your college is going to accept that credit. Alright, let's start off with the math and science APs. These are going to tend to give you the best credit, but they're also going to be some of the hardest. This is probably pretty obvious, but AP Calculus AB and AP Calculus BC are going to be the highest priority for college credit. Most colleges are going to give you at least 1 semester worth of calculus credit for this, and if you're a STEM major, this is going to help you skip ahead really well. Now, these classes are going to depend on your major, but AP Biology, Chemistry, and Physics Cs are actually going to be really good credit. And the reason for this is because they'll most likely grant you lab science credits, which are some of the hardest and most tedious classes to take in college. Now, for the science classes to avoid credit-wise, this is going to be AP Environmental Science, AP Physics 1, and AP Physics 2. These classes are not often accepted by most colleges, and they'll end up just giving you an elective credit. However, if you're not planning to major in STEM, these classes are still pretty good for their rigor and maybe for a GPA boost. Oh, and I almost forgot. Definitely stay away from that class called AP Pre-Calculus. Yeah, you're not going to find any credit there. Next up are the history and social sciences credits. These are definitely going to be pretty hit or miss, so make sure you pay attention to which credit your colleges accept. For the strongest choices, you have AP US Government and the AP Economics. These are pretty standard social sciences classes you're going to need to take in college, and they're pretty widely accepted. AP US History is another good one to look out for because most colleges will need you to get a US History credit, but some of them don't accept the US History credit, so you might have to do that by yourself. Now, for classes like AP World and AP European History, you're probably not going to find a lot of use for them, and they're mostly just going to be used as elective credits. Now, taking a look at the AP English APs, the one that definitely stands out is AP English Lang. This will most likely knock out your first year literature course, and that'll just save you a full semester of literature. However, for AP English Lit, this might get you some good credit and a second year literature course, but often I've seen AP Lang and the AP Lit credit overlap, so you might be wasting time taking both. Now, if you've been paying attention to the channel, you probably know that AP Seminar and AP Research are pretty good for building valuable skills, but credit-wise, there's really nothing there. Also, for the other humanities APs like AP Art History and AP Music Theory, again, you're not really going to find any credit there, and they're mostly just going to be used as electives. Really quickly, one thing that is important to note about the AP language classes is that they can actually give you some humanities credits, which are different than elective credits, and may actually help you knock out some extra courses that you wouldn't want to take. And definitely, if there's a language that you're native or really comfortable in speaking and writing in, I would definitely try to take that AP exam to knock out that credit because I mean, it might be able to save you some time and money, some extra little time and money. Finally, I wanted to briefly talk about the computer science courses. AP Computer Science A will most likely earn you college credit for intro-level CS courses, especially if you're going into STEM. But AP Computer Science Principles will most likely only give you an elective or even no credit, since most colleges just view it as a regular high school level computer science course. And that's basically it for the most important AP credits that you can get. Here's a brief recap. Take the STEM APs for college credit if you're confident in the subject, because they're definitely not easy courses. Take AP English Lang and Econ Government for broad credits and strong general ed coverage, and only take humanities like history or arts if you're just trying to build that skill or if you have a really big passion for that class. Again, these courses are just recommendations for people that are only looking for that college credit. Remember, don't take AP classes just because you want college credit. It's mostly important to take them if you have a genuine interest in them and you're actually trying to learn and expand on those topics. But if you are just looking into the future and planning ahead, getting these AP credits will save you a lot of time, money, and stress. Make sure to comment down below which AP class you think gives the best credit, and like to subscribe if you found this video useful and you want to see more AP related content just like this. Thanks for watching, and until next time.